Ready? Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain, Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, the atomic attack alarm, and most of all, the abandoned ship alarm.
Thank you, Mean Gene. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Beach Talk Radio. This is episode 28.
Episode number 28.
Wow.
Gene's getting better at that every week.
Oh,
He
he's
must be at
got
home
it down.
practicing.
He has got it down.
Big day for Gene. Okay. Big day for Gene coming up. His birthday
I know.
is January 11th.
Going to
gonna
be
be
82.
So if you're on the beach, come on down and say hi to Gene. He's usually here at 7:30 in the morning until 9-ish, 10-ish sometimes. Just depends on how he's feeling.
May stay a little later on his birthday.
Right. Oh, for sure he's going to stay a little later on his birthday. So it's been an exciting morning already.
Oh, my goodness. It was an
Well-
exciting night last night.
Well, let's start with the morning and save some stuff for
All right,
later
all
on in
right.
the hour. We'll be
All
here
right.
until 10 o'clock.
Is that a teaser?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Closer to 10 o'clock, we'll talk about the great night we had here last night, a special show. But so this morning, because you have a dog that I want to hang from the rafters that gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning and has to go outside.
Yeah.
You take the dog out, and I ask you what time it is, and you tell me it's 3 o'clock. Well,
Yeah.
It was 2:30. It wasn't 3 o'clock.
Well, close enough.
No, I like to get up at 3 o'clock, not at 2:30.
Did you set your alarm?
Well, I set my alarm, yeah, but for
So what's the
4:05.
problem?
No, so I got up and it was 2:30. So anyway, so I did a little work and then I got on the bike. It's been nice because we were able to leave our equipment down here for a change. We left the stuff down here so we could exercise in the morning. Well, one of us can exercise because the other one's still recovering from a crash. So I got on the bike at 4:10.
Wow.
I got 5 miles out on tree line and got a flat.
Well, you're good
dark.
about changing those tires
I've
quick.
never gotten a flat in the complete darkness. There was no light to be found, so
You don't
know,
have lights with you?
I have lights with me, but there were no street lights.
See, I
So,
bet you wish
I
you
was telling the
had.
story.
All right, but I wish you had
No,
your
I'm not
sister's
wearing,
hat.
You can't wear
with
that over the helmet.
that-
It's a winter hat.
You can
What
wear
am I
it
gonna do with
under.
it? I'm
Wear
not
it
wearing
under
a winter hat under the helmet. I
It
died
was a
from the
little
sweat.
bit chilly. You could have worn it. It's got
Anyway,
those special
let me tell the
lights on
story.
it.
So
All right,
you
go
have
ahead.
to get up on the sidewalk. You have to take the water bottles off. You have to unhook the phone. You have to shut the app off. You have to take all the.
How long is
Now
this
listen,
story?
it's shorter than it took me to change the tire. So and now I'm calculating how many miles I have to shave off the ride to get here on time to do the show.
Okay.
Because I like it to be 50 miles. So I flip the bike over. Change the tire. You have to put the light in your mouth when you change the tire in the dark, so you can see what you're doing.
I wish we could do that now.
It took me 17 minutes to change the tire.
17
minutes. Where it
minutes.
usually takes 5 or 6 minutes.
Wow.
It took me 17 minutes to change the tire. Luckily, I had the pump on me, so
So what'd you do? 2 miles?
I shaved 7. I shaved probably 10 miles off. I'm not sure. Here's why I'm not sure: because when I put everything back on, the water bottles, the lights,
Yeah, we
the
get it.
phone, I forgot to
Put the app on?
I forgot to hit the app back on. So when I got almost here, it said 5.5 miles.
Well,
And now
congratulations.
I'm in a contest, a national contest, a biking contest, where on the app you bike against other people across the country. So now
that again.
I have to put. I'm putting in 40.
Is it
It's not-
dinging? And that's the thing that dings on your phone nonstop
Yeah,
all
when
the
other
time?
people are biking. One time, I know we're getting into too much of this and people don't care about it, but one time it was Sunday. It was the last day of the month, and I was winning the contest by 40 or so miles. And I just grabbed a beer, and we were going to watch football. And the ding went off, and some clown somewhere in, I don't know where he was, like California, had just ridden, maybe not California because it was early, ridden 50 miles.
Right.
So the beer went down the drain, and we got right
You
up
got on the bike.
And so what happened was I did the 55 miles or whatever to go ahead, and I was going to wait till 11:59 before I synced my phone so that I won the contest. And I fell asleep and didn't sync the phone, so I lost anyway. So it was a complete waste of time. That off my
It's right
chest.
there. Yeah.
Much better.
Speaking of a waste of time,
You know what I like to ride the bike is because I get so many ideas on the bike for the show. Listen to this idea.
okay.
A day with Kim on the trolley.
What?
You just get on the trolley with the sign taped to your back and the microphone.
That's
and,
not going to
And the
happen.
hat, and we're gonna have hats on Tuesday, our own hats.
I saw that. I will wear a hat. I'll wear the shirt. I'll get on the
stand
trolley.
in the back of the trolley, and I won't say anything during the whole
no.
show, and just hold the sign.
No, you make us look ridiculous.
With
This
the
is a
sign?
serious show.
It's not serious in any way. Nobody thinks it's serious. All right, so our first guest today, we have two great guests today. Denise Monahan is coming on to talk about this is your cue to get out of the chair.
I'm getting ready to get up. It
to
takes
talk
me a
about
minute.
the Pud and Pub Crawl. Denise is representing the Friends of Bay Oaks, and we appreciate her coming in after a little bit of a birthday celebration she was telling us about. She turned a nice 39 yesterday, so her entire family came in. So Denise, get that microphone nice and close, and first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you, Ed.
Where did you say your family came from?
They came from all over, California, Boston, and Ocala. Yeah, they flew in and surprised me yesterday. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
So what did you do all day?
Nice shout. Came to the beach and went walked down on the beach. You know what you normally do. Had some beverages, played some cornhole, had some fun. Yeah.
No, I'm not real big into the cornhole thing. Do you like that?
John Canoe does a great job of setting it up on the beach, so it's
Yes.
a nice, easy. Just go on down and enjoy it.
Have you ever played pickleball?
Yes, and it's funny that you say that because Bay Oaks has, as you know from talking to Dominic last week,
Yes.
we have brand new pickleball courts, and that's on the agenda for today.
You're playing pickleball.
We are. My
Okay.
dad's in his 80s, and he's quite a player.
I still have no idea what that game is about. Like the only thing I've ever seen about pickleball is there's a big controversy up in Punta Gorda about pickleball. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
They're too loud. The players get all grunting and they're yelling, hoo-hawing, and the neighbors they've fed up with it.
It's a
They need to
serious
move the-
sport.
I
It's a
guess.
serious sport. Well, you need to come down to Bay Oaks and check it out.
I do.
We'll give you some
we need to
lessons.
get down there. Maybe Leon can get us in there. Leon's, you know Leon?
I do.
Leon's a big deal around town.
Yes,
We're trying to
yes.
get him to run for the city council. But anyway, that's not why you're here to talk about your birthday or pickleball
Right.
or cornhole. You're
Right.
here to talk about the Putt and Pub Crawl. Now, how did you get involved in the Putt and Pub Crawl?
Last year, I was asked to chair the event. It's been going on for entering our 9th year, and every year they have rotated it to a singular nonprofit.
Okay.
And it had been with Little League, it had been with Bay Oak, with PTO for a number of years. And last year they asked if I would like to chair the event representing the Friends of Bay Oaks, which I did. And it was an amazing event. It was actually new to me last year. And it was really an impressive undertaking. As you know, it's 9 restaurants take part in it, and they have these putt your traditional, mini golf holes that they have set up. Some not so traditional,
Is that right?
and so we had about 200 people that come out and take part in it. And last year, I was asked to chair the event, so I lined up all the raffle items and the volunteers and the entertainment, and we, in turn, were able to keep all the funds. It was a record year last year. We raised over $20,000.
Wow.
And then you back out the expenses, and it was still a really impressive, very, very helpful fundraising for Bay Oaks.
We were here last year because clearly I spend way too much time here.
Right.
So we were here last year, and they had one of the holes set up right out here.
They
I know
do.
pizza is part of it this year. But I know this is going to sound like a dumb question, but how did you raise $20,000?
Well, first of all, each team has to pay to enter. So
Okay,
there is
team
an
of
entry fee.
what, 2 or
There's
4?
a team of 4.
4, okay.
It's $60 per person, and they get a meal, the entertainment, lots of fun is included for that. So just right there, when you have over 50 teams,
Yeah.
we're
Lot of
starting
money.
off with some significant money. But then in addition to that, and I have to give a huge thank you to Pete and John because they have just been the winner of raising funds. And that's another really fun part because many of these restaurants have been doing it for the whole 9 years. So there's kind of a friendly rivalry between them. Who can
Okay.
raise the most money? Who can have the most outrageous drink specials or events going on to bring people in to get not only the people participating but the general public involved. And that's pretty much how we raise the money.
So how are they raising money against the other participating bars and restaurants? What do they do?
They really
They shake
just
the people down?
They
I can
do
see
shake
what
the
Pete
people
does. I can
down.
see John coming out here
He
just
does.
asking for money.
He shakes the people
He did
down.
it at the chili contest. He was just walking around the people asking them to give up their money.
It's a gift. It is a gift.
Well, and plus,
uh,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but the people are going from, in some cases, bar to bar. So The likelihood of them
idea.
having a drink, and by the time they get to the 7th or 8th hole, what hole is this? Do you know?
Well, people are allowed. The registration is at 9:00.
Sure.
And then they are allowed to go in any order that they
okay,
want.
gotcha.
So people will just kind of fan out. The farthest one to the south would be Gulf Shore Grill. And the farthest one in this direction would be down the end at Matanzas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of a whole L, and people have been doing it a lot of years, and they will pick their own path.
Now, at the end of the putt and pub crawl, are you sitting in the little booth checking the cards off and taking the putters back and making sure they don't cheat?
Each restaurant will assign somebody from the restaurant to do that, to do the scores.
Oh, come on.
And of course,
they're not keeping score, are
oh, they are.
Uh-oh.
We're very serious about this. This is a serious. There's a big award at the
Wow.
end, and you can buy some mulligans, but not too many. But you are allowed to purchase a couple mulligans, and
What are some of the
it's
prizes?
serious stuff. Well, like most things on the beach, we just have tremendous local support. So many of the prizes are hotel stays, restaurant gift certificates.
Mm-hmm.
We had Captain Roland donate a fabulous prize of fresh stone crab last year. So it's really just a combination of a lot of local effort for the
Awesome.
prizes.
So you say it's the 9th year. Is that
It's
right?
the 9th year.
9th year, and people sign up with the Fort Myers Chamber website. Is that the only way to do it, or are there other ways that they can register?
No, the Chamber of Commerce has the registration forms.
Okay.
You can get them online. This is the 9th year, and I'd like to just kind of say how this started. It actually started with...
Who were you waving to over there, by the way?
Those are some dear friends from Beach Elementary over there.
You don't remember
some
their names. You
teachers,
can't remember
and
their names in the least, can you?
I do.
You know their names?
Tina Cribbs
Oh,
and
okay.
Gail and
Tina, Gail, how are you? Nice to see you.
coaches over there. Yes.
They're on the Facebook now, listening.
Oh, okay, very good.
Are you on Facebook or Instagram or anything?
I am on Facebook. Yes,
What
I'm
about
a
Instagram?
follower. A little bit. Just follow
We
my
have no
daughters.
idea how to use Instagram.
That's about it.
We were doing the show last night, and I saw a little 12-year-old walking around. I said, "You've got to do something with the Instagram for me. I have no idea how to even." And then I went looking for it last night, Jordan, and then I went looking for it last night, and I have no idea where to even find it. So anyway,
well.
so you were saying before I rudely interrupted.
Well, no, just the history of it. That it did start. You know, you had started by asking me how I got involved with it, and the very first year that it really started in a modest way, in that the seniors of Bay Oaks needed some funds, basically for a few tables, and they wanted to start a more social senior program, and they didn't have the funds, and so it was really kind of the brainchild of Lahaina Realty, and they started it 9 years ago, and since then, last year, you asked how I got involved in it. It came back around. So the very first year, it was start the senior program to fund them. It raised some funds for what they wanted to do. I think they raised like $3,000 that first year, which was fantastic. It got the Bay Oaks Social Senior Program off the ground, which is still active today. And then last year, it came around again in their 8th year, and all the funds went back to Bay Oaks again. This year, what's really unique, which I really want to talk about, rather than all the funds going to one nonprofit, they're dividing it up into, there's 9 holes, and there will be 9 nonprofits.
That's a great idea.
It's a wonderful idea. It really breaks up not only the work, but the funds that are raised. And so this year, we have everything from Turtle Time, Friends of Lovers Key, PTO, Lions Club, all your favorite nonprofits on the island. If you come on down and check it out, you'll have a chance to support all these great programs.
Did we say what date the event is?
It is January 19th.
So it's coming up in
It's in
2
weeks.
Nice.
2 Saturdays from today. And again, you can either form a team and come check out your golfing skills.
What if somebody comes down and they're like a lonely dude or lady and they have no team? Will you try and put teams together? And
You can sign up on site, absolutely. We'll try to put some ad hoc teams together.
Yeah.
In past years, it has sold out, and we have had to cut it off.
what is the max?
Well, in previous years, we held the after party at Yucatan, and they were constrained for the after party by size and fire restrictions.
Okay.
Last year, John Richard donated his parking lot, so we can fit a lot more people and therefore we're not as constricted as we
Is it
were.
still at the Yucatan, the after party?
Yucatan still has a hole for us, and they still help us with the registration and a number of things. But the after party this year will be in the parking lot like it was last year.
Oh,
So the good news is there's no limit on the number of teams.
where is? Sorry, I don't know where that parking lot is. Where is the
The
parking?
parking lot is adjacent to SOB, and then you just walk a little further across from the shipwreck. There's a vacant lot
Oh,
there.
very nice, very
Yes.
nice, cool. So, why do you think no one's ever asked me to chair something like you? I mean, it feels like somebody.
Well,
I don't,
what
maybe don't answer
nonprofits
that.
are you representing?
Well, I don't represent
Oh,
anybody.
well,
but
there you
maybe
go.
that's my problem.
There you
right?
go.
But I could help organize something. Dang it!
There you
So-
go.
And you've done some of your own nonprofit stuff, but not here at the beach.
No, that's right. You know,
The registration is at 9. The holes open at 10 o'clock. They'll have between 10 at 4 o'clock. Everybody has to drop your
putter.
putter, thank you, and head on down to the parking lot where they will collect the scores, and then the after party begins.
So, do you have to be finished at a certain time?
No later than 4 o'clock.
So you have from 9 to
10 to 4. 10 to 4.
You're really distracting me over there. I know you don't like it when I distract you, but I'm going to come over there 10 to 4, and so now you made me forget my other question, which is normal anyway. So
Does everybody have to bring their own?
No, the restaurants provide the hole and the putter, and the restaurants also, I just can't thank them enough. They, like I said, they will provide drink specials for us, and all the proceeds that they raise from these drinks that they're donating will go back to the nonprofit. So, really appreciate all of their efforts. On that subject, we do have a couple of new restaurants this year. Plaka will be joining us, and the Beached Whale. So we're going to get some new faces in
cool.
this year.
So we got Pete's, we got the Beach Whale, Plaka. Did we mention is
Yucatan,
So that's
Matanzas,
4. Matanzas.
Gulf Shore Grill,
6.
Pierside,
7.
La Ola.
8. Put you on the spot.
Oh, Salty Crab. Salty Crab
There
does
you
an
go,
amazing
9.
50-50 for us every year. And Gretchen over there does an amazing job of pushing that 50-50. We really appreciate her work.
Now, what if somebody tries to go back and replay? Is that allowed? Like, you're allowed to go back for a second time?
This is a serious sport. No, there is none of that. You have to go
You're
through.
joking. Come
No,
on.
you-
It's
no.
putt-putt golf.
It's very serious. The
You got
stakes
video
are high.
surveillance and security guards at
I'm
each
not-
hole.
I'm not at liberty to say. They
Do they?
I wanted to mention, too, you had asked about the public getting involved. Even if you don't want to have a hole, come on down, because a lot of times we'll have games of chance. I'm going to be set up over there at Pierside, and we're going to have a basketball hoop. So the public's welcome to take some chances, throw in hoop. Last year we had some card games. And also you can buy raffle tickets. Our biggest prize last year was a 4-night stay at Diamond Head. And it
Wow.
was just a patron of the Mermaid that happened to be there, bought a lottery ticket, and won the grand prize.
Nice,
So
very nice.
it's definitely open to the public.
Very nice. So, you know any of the other prizes that you can reel off that are in the prize package there?
Well, I am also representing Edison Sailing Center. Edison
Never
is
heard of that. So tell us what it is.
Okay, Edison Sailing Center is a Learn to Sail youth program that's been operating on the Caloosahatchee for about 40 years now. Every year we do a summer camp here on Fort Myers Beach where hundreds of kids have learned to sail right here in the Back Bay. And that's just a great program. I think that every kid in Florida should have some time on the water, right?
For sure.
So there is rumor for a prize that we're hoping to get a boat donated.
Wow.
Yeah, so, a small Opti.
Fell off my chair.
Well, an Optimus Pram is the type of boat that they sail to start out. So we're working on getting a kayak or some type of
Nice.
a
Well,
boat
that'd be awesome.
donated to help support the Edison Sailing Center.
That is awesome. Is there something else that you wanted to talk about, or I know you wanted to?
Oh, there's so much. I could talk a long time.
Awesome. You should have your own podcast. I can help you with that.
The other thing I want to say that makes this event so unique is the costumes. We have a costume contest every year, and people really go all out. It becomes a big rivalry among the teams. We have had, if you were here last year, we've
Yeah.
had gangsters and pirates, the Flintstones, just all sorts of creative. As you can imagine, a team of 4, you can do some really creative things.
You know, I noticed one thing about the beach people. They don't care about what they dress in, and they'll put costumes on to jump in the water at the.
They are not shy.
At the polar bear, there were
They are not
guys
shy.
wearing duck foamy outfits last week, and they were fine being in the pictures. And
Yeah, it can
Okay.
it can get scary, but it's fun.
anything else? Or are we good? So it's January 19th.
Is-
Sign up at the Chamber of Commerce. Come down and support. Even if you're not going to play, if you're not a golfer, you come on down and help out. Or
Come on down and join the fun. You'll see so many people that you know, and it's just, it's a lot of pub crawls are at night, and this is just during the day an opportunity just to walk around to all your favorite places, socialize with locals, and raise money for 9. And if I could, I want to make sure I don't forget any of them.
Don't
because
forget anybody.
We have the nonprofits that you'll be supporting if you come down are Turtle Time, the Friends of Bay Oaks, the Friends of the Arts, Friends of Lovers Key. There's a lot of friends here.
You have a lot of friends
I
down
have
here.
a lot of friends.
Do they all get dressed up in costumes? And
I can't tell. You got to come down and find out. Edison Sailing Center, the Community Foundation, Beach Elementary PTO, the Lions Club, and the Fort Myers Beach Film Festival.
nice. There's a lot of events and charities and friends and clubs down here, which is cool.
There are, and I really appreciate you letting me come on and talk
You were
about
awesome. You were awesome. We hope to have you back, and let us know if there's anything we can do, or if you want me to run something and you want me to lead some kind of, I don't know, parade or something.
Well,
if you need
we
somebody
will-
to pick up the boat and carry it back here, just let me know. Whatever you need.
Well, we will see you here in 2 weeks then,
Yes, for
January
sure.
19th.
For sure. And it starts at 10 o'clock, sign up at 9, and the sign up will be at the chamber.
That's correct.
Will there be an on-site sign-up too, or you still have to go to the chamber?
No, you can sign up on site.
And the
It's
registration
a
will-
little crazy that morning,
Okay.
but you are welcome. We're doing registration this year. I almost forgot. At Nervous Nelly's.
Okay, good
So
to know.
that's another
Last-minute
restaurant that
registration.
will be enjoying us. So if you decide last minute you want to throw on a costume and join the fun, 9 o'clock at
Excellent.
Nervous Nelly's.
So were you out late last night?
We were out a little late.
Yeah. Did you get any
And,
sleep
I'm
at
getting
all?
old now, so it's getting older.
Well, thanks a lot on your birthday for coming down, or your birthday celebration. It's great to see you, and we appreciate everything you've done for us. We
Thank you both.
wish you the best of luck on the 19th, when the Putt and Pub Crawl, the 9th annual Putt and Pub Crawl, say that one time fast.
I know you.
will take
That was
place
pretty good.
On now, I thought we made some rules up when we were at home
I
that
know.
you asked me not to do what you were looking across at me.
I've
trying
changed
to
my
sign
mind.
Questions to me. I don't
There's your
understand
Syracuse
sign
friend.
as it is. Hey, buddy, how are you? You were a big hit last week. Yeah, he was. Yes, you were. He was on the. He's always got it's like a permanent smile
he
on
does.
his face.
He does.
And he won a. Well, he won. What did he win? He won a T-shirt and a mug and a mouse. Oh, he
His
gave the
wife
mug away.
did. His wife
Yeah, he
really
did.
did.
He did some trivia for us, which was awesome. And what were we talking about?
The rules that I
Oh,
broke.
That's right. The rule was that I wasn't going to interrupt you, and so I just imagined that also meant that you weren't going to.
We
interrupt
didn't
me.
really set that rule.
All right. So Denise was great. The Putt and Pub Crawl is the 19th of this month. The events just keep stacking up one after another.
Well, and I also am excited to have her come back and talk about that sailing thing because I
Who knew?
actually learned how to sail
Get
at the
outta
age of
here.
12.
I didn't even know that about
I
you.
know.
When did you sail?
I was
You
for
lived in upstate New York.
No.
Where were you sailing a boat?
for a short time. I was living in Paris Island on the Marine
How
Corps
many times do I
recruiting
have to hear
base,
this?
and they had for the kids there, they had sailing lessons, and so I took those sailing lessons. And on my 12th birthday, we went out for our final test.
Yeah.
And the girl that I was on the boat with, we got lost. We got stranded out there for 8 hours.
Get out of here.
Yes.
You're making this entire
Nope.
story up.
Ask
I've
my
never
mother.
heard this.
Completely sunburned. Coast Guard came out, got us back in. I got off the boat and passed right out from the heat stroke.
You're lucky you
But-
didn't die out there.
I know, but you know what? I know I seem to have some accidents along the way, but I did get my certificate. I still have my little
You got
sailing.
they gave you a certificate
Yes,
anyway,
I
even though you-
passed
you
to
failed
sail
at-
a sunfish. That was the name of the boat back then. Yep.
Well, how cool would that be if they gave away a boat?
I know.
Big prize. That's a big
That
prize.
is a big prize. Someone will come through.
So that is going to be crazy time down here on the 19th, the Putt and Pub Crawl. You know what? There was another event that I wanted to mention that I heard about. The Ride the Arches Polka Run is coming up on January. It's just one weekend after another. On January 26th. And, you know, they're trying to rebuild the arches down on the other side. I think it's on the other side of the bridge, right? Right by Main Street where that
I
free
think
lot
so.
is.
I think so.
That starts at registrations at 9 o'clock. I know Stephen McDonald wanted me to mention that a couple of times. It begins at Bridget's Place. I have no idea where that is. Do you?
I don't.
Gene,
We
you
should
know
go
where
check-
Bridget's Place is? You ever heard of Bridget's Place? Nope. If Gene hasn't heard of it, we better find out where it is.
I know.
And it ends at the cigar bar with a lot of stops along the way. And I imagine the Polka Run is with real motorcycles and not bicycles, right?
Neither of which I will be getting on.
Well, I wasn't really talking about you, but can you get on a bicycle and get in a Polka Run with motorcycles?
I don't know. Maybe you should
They don't go
ask.
very fast, do they?
Well, I'm sure they go faster than you could pedal.
Maybe. I go pretty fast when I have a flat tire.
And you're taking 17 minutes to change the tire.
Hey, you don't even know how to change a tire.
I don't.
Every time she goes out on the bike, not only does she say, "Where's my football helmet?" before she gets on, she says, "Keep your phone by you just in case I get a flat tire."
I
I
know.
keep telling you need to learn how to change
I took
a tire.
the class too. I could probably more easily
Well,
and
not in
effectively
17
change
minutes.
a car tire than I could a bike tire.
Well, better than I can. We changed
This is
Gene's
true.
tire once. Remember that? It took us an hour.
I believe
We
I
put
was
that
on the
friggin'
ground.
donut on there, and it was he must have got it off of like a Mitsubishi or something. Or
And it
some kinda-
immediately went flat
Do you remember
after
that when we
putting it
changed
on.
the tire on that beast you're driving over there?
Yep.
He doesn't even remember that. Look at him.
Ah. So I wanted to mention that.
Yes.
What I wonder about,
Yes. What do you wonder about?
a dummy,
No.
but
No.
you know,
What's he asking?
almost
Question from Gene.
frame right off the back of your
Okay. He wants us to build a frame.
carry a spare tire.
Oh, he's talking about a spare tire.
Oh, you could build a frame on the back of your bike
You're out of
Oh.
and carry it on your
what I need to
bicycle.
figure out how to do is get some Beach Talk radio stickers on the bike or something like that. How do we do that? Gene, we'll work on it after the show. Tell me, I'll have you draw it on my book.
So I had
What
a
did you
couple
wanna
of things I wanted to mention that are going on today. Tours at the Mound House.
Today?
All day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I still haven't
And
been to the
I
Mound House
know,
yet.
I
Or
know.
to Bay Oaks.
I think we should maybe avail ourselves of
How
that.
about that day when you do that a day
The-
with Kim on the trolley?
We can go to the Mound House.
You can go. I'm just gonna be your photographer that day. I'm just gonna be quiet, and you're gonna mingle with the people.
All right.
Folks,
And-
you should have saw her last night when I was setting up the equipment and we were getting ready for the show. She was mingling with the people, and she was hobnobbing with the big wigs around town, and
Can
they
I
love you.
Can I finish
They
now?
love you. They're always worried about how you're doing. Are you okay? Are you healed up? They're afraid to touch you because you got injuries everywhere. Go ahead.
All right. Also, wanted to mention Captain Randy's Real Fishing the Camp. That's still going on today. And the friend of ours who helped us out, the 12-year-old Jordan, thank you very
With the
much, the
Instagram.
Downey boys were out fishing and caught some enormous fish. So please, if you have kids, they're interested in fishing, get a hold of that. They do summer camp and they do this
Well,
winter
for-
break
For
camp.
Christmas, I got you and the
Yes.
daughter a trip
We're going to catch some big
on
fish.
Randy's boat. I hope you maybe could do a little show from out there. They got
There's
the,
no Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi out in the ocean.
I don't
Check
think
with
so.
Leon on that. He's got
The other thing I want to mention is, and this I really do want to do, St. Raphael's all-you-can-eat shrimp dinners. $20.
Now, why are we promoting
All you
that?
can eat. Because it's the church.
Oh.
And
it's
they're
St.
having-
Raphael's Church. I thought it was a restaurant.
No.
Who has shrimp
Homemade-
at the church?
Home-baked beans, coleslaw, cornbread, desserts.
Love
and
beans.
then, maybe you can buy beer and wine tickets.
At the
but that-
church?
Yeah, I don't know. But that's what
Maybe
it says.
you should research it a little better before you
Listen.
promote it.
Listen.
Get your facts together.
It's
before
that's
this
what it
show
is,
comes to
and
a
it only
screeching halt.
it's.
Salty Morgan, how are you?
Ah.
So we have another guest coming on. Heather is here.
Okay.
So before we get to Heather, she's making her way over. There was one other thing. Oh, if anybody took some pictures last night, can you please send them to me? I didn't get any pictures There's some Instagram stuff out there.
I thought Jordan took some pictures.
Instagram stuff, but if you have any pictures from us interviewing the country stars, that would be great.
Okay.
So
yeah.
message them to me or text them to me. That'd be great. So, you ready?
I
you
am
are on
ready.
now.
All
and
right.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
No, that's fine.
Stay
You can
there.
interrupt. Hey, you have to go under the bridge.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I wish I'd gotten the memo about the matching shirts. I mean, look, everyone's got one. I feel a little left out.
Well, we can hook you up.
Can I?
Yes,
I was
yes.
wondering what swag I would get for being on the radio. Look at that. Hey, everybody.
See? There you
Beach
go.
Talk Radio, our only local radio show on the island.
Wow. And look, we paid you for your
There
promo
you go.
right
Any-
there.
Anyone else? Any other sponsors I can mention? I can slide them in. I'm here for you.
Well, and you're here to represent Fort Myers Beach Elementary School.
Yes. Well, I'm here to represent a few folks, actually. I'm a local on the
Okay.
island. I do work as a teacher at Fort Myers Beach Elementary. And I'm also just a big fan of the island and country music. So I'm combining all of those into this event that we're putting on.
And tell us a little bit about the Schoolhouse Rocks event.
The Schoolhouse Rock. Well, first off, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for coming down.
Hey, it's a beautiful day.
It
on our
is a
island.
beautiful
Come
day.
on out, everybody. Just
Yes.
not too many because traffic. So is that okay? Come,
That's-
but not too many.
That's right.
How about that? No. If I can talk about the school real quick. Fort Myers
Absolutely.
Beach
This is your
Elementary.
time.
It's my time.
It's
Great.
your time.
Fantastic. Beverages.
It's our time.
Someone send beverages. So first off, I've been on the island. I've been a local, if you will, 5-6 years. I got the job at the beach school.
Where did you come from?
I'm originally from Connecticut.
Wow. Yeah, there
So
you go.
UConn.
Oh,
you
there.
go. And it's just darn cold up there.
It is. We have a friend who went to UConn, and they're
You
still.
have a friend who went to UConn?
I do. And she lives up in. They live up in Massachusetts right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they probably like that Red Sox team. I'm not a fan. Sorry,
mean-
everybody. I just lost. Oh, gosh, we just lost so many listeners because I said that. I'm from Connecticut. I'm from New England. And people say that we're mean. We're not friendly up there. And it's just because we're so darn cold. We just put our
You
head
get
down.
cranky when you get cold.
Right, we just put our head down.
That's
It's not
right.
because we don't want to talk to you. It's just we can't feel our lips. We can't feel our ears.
Well,
anyway.
and you might freeze to death in the moments that it takes to any
Exactly.
cordiality.
So head down, no smile. Come in the summer, we're much nicer.
Yes.
Well, actually, we're not there. We're all at the Cape. So maybe June, maybe. Anyway, so yes, I've been down here 7 years. I've been working at the beach school for 6. I've been a local islander for 4. And the island is a nutty place. How long have you been down here?
Well, we have lived in Fort Myers for a very long time. We live in Gateway and we commute. We're commuters.
Oh, wow, you're commuters. Oh,
We're
you're
commuters.
You're the traffic
yes,
problem.
We are yes, and it has been
Okay.
brought up many times about us not being actual beach residents.
Okay. Do we want to talk about this?
No,
It's a
that's
safe
okay.
Circle. Safe circle.
It
No?
has been
Okay.
thoroughly vetted.
Okay, but you know what? You have a heart for the island.
We do. We love the island. We love the beach. We love.
I have a spare bedroom if you guys want to.
He has been looking for a place. I have been looking for a place for him.
Oh, okay. We
There
can
we
talk
go.
about that
All
after
right.
the show, everybody. We have Counseling 101. So, I don't even know if you're together. I don't even know anything.
No, we are. We're married.
okay.
24 years.
24 years.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. So anyway,
It's been tough. Go
back
ahead.
to the beach school. And again, this island is just a little nutty. And people seem to have some strong opinions about the island, would you say?
Yes, I would say that
Would
for
you
sure.
say? Sometimes I feel like we're the Hatfields and the McCoys, the Jets and the Sharks somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm Coach. Everyone knows me as Coach, and I love everybody. I do. I love all the
You're
Jets
Switzerland
and
here.
the Sharks. But you know what? The school seems to be Switzerland. You talk about crazy buildings, and you talk about lawsuits, and you talk about the water issue. Everyone has a strong opinion, but it seems like the one thing on the island that people rally around, that people can agree on, is Fort Myers Beach Elementary, the
Yes.
beach school. And so part of my reasoning for putting on this show is it seems like we need something on the island to bring us together. Some event that will bring the island together. But I'll get to that. But anyway,
Okay.
the beach school seems to just have a big old place in your heart. And it doesn't matter if you ask a Hatfield or McCoy, people love. He just hit you.
See, 24 years.
You know what? We're going to talk
I'm
about
calling.
that later.
I'm calling the sheriff.
I think so. So anyway, so everyone loves the beach school, no matter how you ask. And we are a true community school. We are one of the most unique schools in the district. You have to live or work on the island to go to our school. We have taught most of the servers, most of the people that work on the island. We taught them. We teach their kids. People move to the island to go to our school. We're a small school, but that means we know everyone.
That's what makes it a nice community.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
And not only do we know, does Mrs. Cribbs over there and Gail.
Yes, we have
and
some
Terry,
teachers.
Yes, we have some teachers and staff. Not only do they know their classroom, their kids, they know every kid. Our facilities director, our custodian, our Renee, our wonderful secretary, she knows every kid. And that, and not only do we know every kid, we know every parent.
Right.
And we know siblings and things. And so I feel, I wouldn't say a burden, but
responsibility.
Responsibility.
There you go.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Responsibility to not only teach your child mind to see it grow, but we take a more holistic approach at the school because we really know the kids. So we're going to make sure we take care of, yes, your academics, but we're going to make sure we take care. Do you have any, you need some food? You need
right.
a bike? Parents, you have something going on? So again, it's this holistic approach to education because we're so small and because we know everybody. And that means our teachers go above and beyond.
We have heard that
above and beyond for the kids.
From many people who have been on the show about how the school addresses not only the educational needs, but social needs, health needs, mental health needs.
We feel like
society.
They're our kids.
Yeah.
They're not Mrs. Cribbs' kids. They're our kids. So and again, the community also feels that responsibility, if you will. And we saw that with the Beach Kids Foundation on their fire truck.
Yep.
Going around
so many
and delivering
events.
their things. And the Beach Community Foundation gives us things. The PTO gives us things. You name an organization on this town, it somehow circles back to the beach school. Because, again, that is that common ground that no matter political, social, whatever.
People can come together for the benefit of children.
For the school.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
Then I put my teacher's hat on. As a teacher, we live in a school district that has very high standards for education. And so they expect us as teachers every year to be excellent, but to also learn and grow in our teaching. I'm not the same teacher I was 1 year, 5 years, 10 years ago, and our district demands that we change and grow, whether it be technology, teaching to the standards, center-based strategies and things. And so as teachers, as we learn and grow and as we find the best way to meet the needs of the kids, we need resources. And bless the district's heart, because we are such a small school, funding is challenging.
Right.
Because, again, they look at numbers.
Right.
And they're like, okay, you have this many kids. We're going to give you this many dollars.
And it's a big district, and there's a lot of schools to divide everything out.
But because we're so small, we're not Title I.
Right.
And so we, again, are held to this high standard. And we ourselves hold ourselves to that high standard. But, again, funding for resources to, again, fund that holistic approach, it's just not there. So that's why we are so dependent on outside resources. So, circle back to the event.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock, January 21st. So we were sitting in a staff meeting one day just, again, talking about this issue, how thankful we were to the
when
PTO.
When is it? 21st or
24th?
24th?
The 24th.
Okay.
We were talking about this issue and funding and basically how can we, like usually we just ask. We ask for folks, hey, can you help us? But we were like, well, can we be a part of the solution? Can we do a fundraiser? So again, we talked about wrapping paper, and we talked about candles, and we talked about having a potluck, and I'm sitting there falling asleep because that's not me at all. So in my mind that night began to just kind of talk and things, and I hang out with our wonderful local, she is a local, but she's a superstar, Sheena, and her wonderful wife, Summer. And I see all their shows. I'm a total groupie. And she had this vision for a concert. It's called FEM, Female Empowering Movement, where she brings in young songwriters, female songwriters, and they do a show. She gets sponsors to pay them, and then they donate all the ticket money to a charity.
Nice.
And so they did one at the Island Hopper.
Yes.
Which we love Island Hopper, by the way.
Fantastic. We were there. It was
great. They
great.
are actually going to be at our show.
Great.
Handing out swag, which we're and a photo booth we hear. Cat Country might donate a photo.
Nice.
Anyway, we'll get to that. So I'm brainstorming, and I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't we put on a kick butt, kick ass? I don't know if I can say that. Why don't we put a concert?
Now we got to put the red E by it. Yeah.
Kick butt. I'm sorry. We're going to put a. Why don't we put a kick? It's a great concert on.
There we go.
And I find sponsors to cover the costs, and then ticket sales will go toward our charity, which is Fort Myers Beach. How does one do that? How does one put together a concert?
That
How
is
does one
not
do that?
in my wheelhouse
Exactly.
of organization.
So I don't know. So who do I call? 2 people. Joe List.
Yes.
And
Had her on. She's
Janine
wonderful.
from Fishtail
Marina.
Marina.
Nice.
Because they do these concert things, like that. So I shot them an email because they've helped us before. And when I say before I knew it, when I say I blinked, Janine was like, well, we do this winter concert series. And I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. And she's like, we have an open date. We could fold this into the winter concert series. Hey, look at you, buddy. Rock it out.
Okay.
We're going to sing some songs.
Too random.
I love it. Schoolhouse Rock, January 24th. So, they're like, we have a date. So, what are you thinking? And I'm like, well, Joe, you know all the local artists. And I
Right.
cast my vision, donations, do concert. And Janine piped in, well, we'll give you all the ticket sales. And I'm like, really?
Fantastic.
And she's like, and Santini Plaza will donate the venue. We'll set up to play for the staff. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then they're like, yeah, the Friends of the Arts will cover the sound guy. And basically you just find the music, and you'll get the beach will benefit. They'll get all the ticket money.
That's fantastic.
Are you kidding me? So I'm sitting there like, what just happened? I blinked and a concert formed. And so then I look at Joe, and I'm like, well, Joe, we need some musicians. And, of course, she turns to me, and she's like, you know who we need to get.
Right.
And I'm like, I know we need to get Sheena, but she's super busy. She's a rock star now.
Right,
Not only was she on
right.
The Voice, she just released her second EP, which we'll be celebrating. But she's big time. I don't want to bother her. And she's like,
I'm sure
we need
she
Sheena.
would love to do it.
We need Sheena. So I'm like, all right, I'll go ask her. So I set up a meeting through her business manager, Summer. I was all official. I emailed info@sheenabrook.com. And, I got an appointment in the foyer Friday, and sat down and kind of cast the vision, which she had heard because it was her vision.
Right.
And not only did she sign on, but she's like, you know what? I'm going to bring a superstar with me. I'm going to bring another songwriter that does the Island Hopper, BMI artist, Bridget Tatum. And I'm like, the She's Country girl?
Did you mic
She's
drop at that point?
country, from her
That's
down
right.
on boots to... I'm like...
She wrote that, and Jason
Yeah, did you like
Aldean
that?
did
Yes,
it,
and
right?
then
Yes.
so she co-wrote it,
With
and
him, yeah.
he released it. And I'm like, you're going to bring Bridget? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, my God, this just got so much bigger.
So you have 2 huge headliners.
2 fantastic BMI, Island Hopper, singer-songwriters coming in. And, again, it just shows you I had a vision, but it was people love the school. And not only do
everybody
people
chipped
love the
in.
school, they're like, teachers need resources. Teachers want to be excellent. They want to raise those standards that this district is holding us to. We will help you. And so, again, I blinked. I'm like, okay, this is our budget. I mean, Fort Myers Friends of the Arts are covering this. Santini's coming this. We got to cover, obviously, Bridget's flying in. We want to cover
Right.
her expenses and Sheena's and things. And because I wanted to cover everything. So, again, you buy a ticket,
How much are the tickets?
Only $25.
That's it. And how long is the concert?
It's 7 to 9, January 24th.
And where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in the Propeller Lounge at Santini Plaza. It holds about 315 people. I think we can sell that out.
Oh, I think you're going to. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Because, again, I love Sheena and Bridget. I do. And that's a reason enough to come. But, again, the
To
community
know that the proceeds are going to
loves the
benefit.
school. And your ticket, all $25. Because our great sponsors
have covered everything
Have covered
else.
everything. Anchor, Body, and Soul gave us money. The Goods gave us money. Gateway Charter and Boats gave us money. The Gores, the Shamps, the Hendricksons. People are waving money.
Left and right.
Right, because I'm like, because they want all the money, all the ticket sales to go. So before I knew it, like I said, I cast the vision and blinked. And Janine and Joe, Sheena stepped up. And so it makes me look really good.
Wow. You did. I'm
if
sure you
anyone
did a
wants
lot of the work.
to, needs a concert planned or promoted,
There you go. It can be your side hustle.
it could be. And so that's what I've been doing. I bought a Schoolhouse. And Schoolhouse Rock, it's that wonderful TV show we grew up with. I'm just a Bill. I'm only a Bill. And
Yeah.
Verbs. And I help out in the kindergarten class every day, and we show those
Yeah, the
songs
kids
to
are
teach the
familiar
kids.
with that, yeah.
So I said, let's call it Schoolhouse Rock. But you know what? The school isn't even running the fundraiser anymore. Like, I throw it out there, but the community took over like they always do when the school needs help. And I said, the teachers need resources. Can you help us? And the communities come through. So
Well, that is so
isn't that a great
fantastic.
story?
It
Isn't that fun?
is.
And
It
again,
is.
it doesn't matter if you are Hatfield or McCoy. I love you all, Jets or Sharks.
Just
You
come
can
on
together.
down and support.
It's the beach school, and it's the beach school teachers. So
Now, dear, what are you doing?
I'm excited over here. What's going on?
All right.
Fantastic. So January 24th
24th,
is
which
part
is
of the
a
winter.
Thursday,
It is.
correct?
All the winter concert series shows are on Thursdays. It's
Okay.
January 24th in the Propeller Lounge, 7 to 9, and $25. You can get tickets at the school at Fort Myers Beach Elementary in the office by Terry. Shout out over there. Or you can go on fmbarts.org and you can get tickets online, and you can also get tickets at Santini Plaza while they last. $25, January 24th. There's nothing going on that night. The
You might
whole
as well
island's
come
going
on
to shut
down.
down, actually. Let's just shut down and come to the show. And let's support Santini Plaza. I mean, I'm sorry, Pete's Time Out. Go to Pete's Time Out before,
And then
and then head to Santini Plaza, Propeller Lounge, Schoolhouse Rock. I can't thank you enough. for
thank you
having me
so
on.
much for coming
If
on.
you ever need someone to shout out about the school, or just local,
All right.
local things.
We will have you on down.
Fantastic. Thank
All
you
right,
so much,
thank
everybody.
you for
Thanks
coming
for listening.
down.
Fantastic. I'm
All
excited
right,
about
everybody.
this right here.
Now we have a special
yeah.
thing
We don't have a
coming on
special. Look
here.
what I found
I
in
have
the
no
bag.
idea what this is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
Whose is that?
Remember last night?
Yeah.
Jay Allen and Kylie Morgan were here
Yes.
playing? I think he left his guitar here.
No way.
How nice
That
is
is not his guitar.
It's not his guitar?
No.
He was jamming on this last night.
No.
You think somebody's just going to leave a random guitar in the back?
I think if that's his guitar, you should put it down right now. You have no business with a guitar.
I need an opener, by the way.
You know what? The best part
Thank
about
you so
the best
much.
part about this show is that there's not a chance that Jay and Kylie are up this early in the
No.
morning after last night.
Nope.
Well, we went to sleep at 9 o'clock last night after we went home and had some of your delicious meatballs after watching the show with Kylie and Jay. But I'm thinking eBay right now to raise money for the school. What do you think?
I think you should put that down. If that's really his,
I'm
you should
not
put
gonna
it down.
Tune it, but I thought we'd sing a little ditty.
Well, no.
You didn't write
There's
a song
no
about
singing.
our show or anything like that?
No, there's no singing. We could ask,
song that he was singing
maybe those guys, we should have asked them to write us a little jingle.
What was the name of the
They could
song
have whipped
last
it right
night
out.
that he
Which
sang?
one?
That Jay sang on the show.
Well, you asked him to sing a
What'd
song.
she say?
The only one, yeah. What'd she say? What'd she
Yeah.
say?
And you were hooked up to the song with him about his mom. You
The
really
Blank
wanted to do
Stairs.
that.
Yep.
He raised. If you weren't listening or paying any attention, you know us. I'm trying not to move this at all. I don't want
Yes.
to do anything to damage the nice guitar. We're not gonna. Don't worry, Jay. We're not gonna put it on eBay. I'm just gonna hold it hostage at the house until you come next year. Then you can have it back. You think we got 3 dogs? You think they could do some damage? to
Yeah,
this, or- no,
dear-
I'm kidding. I'll put it back. So
this-
what were you? Oh, the money raised.
Yes. So he's raised all the proceeds from that song, Blank Stairs.
16 million.
Stairs are going to. I think it was 26. He
26
said.
million for
Yes.
Alzheimer's.
Yep.
That
Yep.
was awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to snip some of the videos if you didn't see them last night and put them up on Facebook of those guys. They sang a song each on the show, and that was pretty cool for them to come out. And then they sang for about an hour last night at Times Square. So that was really cool. It's not going to touch the floor, Jay. I'm going to put it right on my foot. And we want to thank those guys for coming on. They did a great job on the show. They're very nice. They're very young. And hopefully they're going to have nice, long careers in Nashville. You know, I was wondering, there we go.
There
We're
we
losing
go with
the
the
sign
sign.
again. Same as last week. If they're going to be playing in Nashville when we're out there on the 13th or the 14th,
Yeah, you
That'd
and
be
Jilly
nice to
are
know.
heading out there.
we go in and sneak in and see where they're playing. But I think they're going to vacation down here every year now.
I think they do like it. She loves the beach. She likes to swim.
You know what? They're playing
He
here
really
again
loves
tonight.
her. Are they?
Yeah. They're
Well, then
playing here
people
again
should
tonight.
come on down
Hopefully
And-
he'll have his guitar back by then.
All
We
right,
might need
dear.
that
Let's
tonight.
wrap it up.
No. Oh, so next week, we let's see. What do we have for next week? We have guests lined up for next week. Oh, I knew I wanted to mention this, folks. What we are doing on Fridays, where I'm doing on Fridays, you can go to the website Beach Talk Radio now and look on show number. What is today? 28.
Yes.
Look for bonus show number 1. It was an interview that I did with the folks
Christel.
from Christel Construction about the Estero Boulevard road construction. It was 30 minutes long. No fun and games, no video, just straight audio, straight questions about how
A lot
the
of
project's
information.
going, why the equipment's out where it's out, why it's only going to take 5 years as opposed to 10 years, the relationship between the county and the Fort Myers Beach Council, and anything you want to know about how that project is going, the bike lanes, all that stuff.
The
What's
water
gonna be
main.
closed,
There's a lot of
yeah.
coordination that is going on.
there's more than just 2 agencies involved.
Oh,
in the
my
road
goodness,
project.
yeah.
You got the county and the city, and you got the cable, and you got the everything that's going on over there. It was like he reeled off 10
Yes.
agencies. It was great. And then next Friday, we're going to have an interview with Cecil Pendergrass about the bridge, the new 60-foot bridge that you guys are going to have on the south side here. Once they take Ray Murphy's fishing pier away from him, that's going to be going in. And then we're also working on some water quality
Yes.
interviews that we're going to have lined up. So all of that will be Fridays. They post at 9 o'clock. They're audio only. They're on the app. They're on iHeartRadio. They're on Spotify, and they're on Beach Talk Radio. So she was awesome, your guest.
Yes, she
Killed it.
She did.
She could do
she
her own
killed
show.
It.
She
Yep.
didn't need us in any way.
Yep. She's very energetic.
Yes.
Teacher, coach.
Was over there talking to the ladies from the school, and we've got some other things planned in the
Great.
works there.
Of
They're
course
very
you do.
involved in the Shrimp Festival 5K, and we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be broadcasting live from the Sea Gypsy for the Shrimp Festival, which is coming up.
All
Anything
right.
else you want to say? You're anxious to be done. Why is that
I just
today?
think you're
Why?
dragging it out. So
I'm not dragging it out. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. What's wrong with you today?
Oh, my
Why are you so
goodness.
moody? Why
I'm
can't
not-
you just have
I'm-
fun? We're on the beach.
No, I'm.
You're getting sunburned, by the way. Your face is totally red right now.
Don't say
Why
that.
are you so worried about
I'm-
the sign? So the
I'm
sign
not-
falls down. What are
I'm-
you worried about?
I'm not comfortable with you having his guitar, and I want you to
it's
put
not
it back.
touching anything.
I don't
It's not
care.
touching- I didn't untune it.
I don't care. It's not. You shouldn't be
How much you
touching
think a
other
guitar like
people's
this goes for?
stuff.
How much? Take a guess.
I don't know.
All right, everybody. She's very moody today, so you want to hold it?
No.
I'll put
No.
it back. All right, folks.
All right, folks.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you so
very
much for
and we'll see
joining
you-
us, and we'll see you Friday and Saturday. Bye. Dancing it out. Dancing it out. Dancing it out.